as you join us, Alistair is making me muffins for breakfast. So there may be occasional mixer noises in the background.
Sounds of
Correct. So I'm just, yep, see? Brutal pipe baking. Sounds of brutal pipe baking in the background. Distant sounds of muffins. We've already sang the Drury Lane song once this morning. And I've been to Drury Lane, and there are surprisingly few bakers, which is, kind of disappointing, to be honest. Melt the... And now I'm watching Alistair make muffins on Twitter, because I'm in the other room, which is hilarious. Sounds of brutal pipe baking. Exactly. That's what's going on. Good morning, everybody. Take your time. Get some beverages. Get some snackers. Attend to medicines and whatnots as you need to. We're just going to take a few minutes and let everybody filter on through. Drink the coffee. All that good stuff. And then today we're going to wander around the garden with a sword. What could possibly go wrong? Hi, Silver. Good morning. So, I will repeat the warning a couple of times before we get started. Oh no! Kitty on lap makes it very difficult to get snacks. Alistair brought me a bowl of cereal. Yay! So I've had some food. And I have coffee, more importantly. And later there will be blueberry muffins. Yay! Yeah, sorry Z, no snacks for you. Unless you have a drone, drone delivery service or a convenient other person to bring you snacks. Aww. Or very carefully pick him up and carry him to the snack and back. I'm not sure if that would work for you. Shiny's newest... Oh, Shiny Opals? Is this the non-conjugal visits one that I have sitting in my inbox that I need to get around to reading? That will be very fun later today. And the other thing I need to do today is we now have a printer that I need to get set up for various... At least crimes. At least one of which will be a TikTok. I have a TikTok that involves printing crimes that I will hopefully get around to at some point soon. There we go. Good morning, everybody. Take your time, filter in, get snacks, all that good stuff. Snacks and coffees, and then I will give a little recap of where we are, and then we will kick off to garden investigations. Which sounds lots of fun. Sounds of brutal pipe baking. Why is my Twitter timeline full of wrestling spam today, honey?
Which wrestling spam?
Just a whole bunch of it. Like, all sorts of just various wrestling whatnot is in my timeline.
Some of it's probably from me, in fairness.
No, it's okay. That's fine. There we go. Martin, is the printer supposed to sell? Well, that's going on the list now, Eldritch. Thank you. Exactly. All right, so just a little recap. Hopefully, now that you're going to hang out and draw pictures with your partner today. Oh, that sounds fantastic. We love you too, 00. Have a great afternoon. Or have a great time zone, whatever it is you are and are doing. And I hope you get tea. Maybe iced tea. Oh, iced tea. It'll be iced tea season soon. And I can make all the Brits uncomfortable. It'll be great. So, another warning. Alistair is currently in the process of making me blueberry muffins. So in the background, there may be sounds of brutal pipe baking. Just to warn you in advance if you hear all sorts of strange things. And we are playing The Council. I don't remember which chapter we're on at this point now. It's iced tea season at all times when you're when you're a student, and subsistive coffee and mate. I wish I could get coffee mate in this country. You can't. I could probably make my own. I'll have to think about that, but maybe it's not such a bad thing because it's like double cream based. And I only get sugar in my coffee on the weekends. That's the rule. That's my attempt to be healthy. is I only get sugar in my coffee on the weekends. The rest of the time I have to behave. Great. Go get laundry. Hey, Specky. Good morning. So when we last left off in the council, we escaped the secret map science torture murder danger planning room with this wooden, was it a wooden sword? Is it a stone sword? I think it's a stone sword. And then we had to like go and talk to people, and we went and talked to people, and now we're gonna go investigate the garden and see if we can find more clues about where Bob has gone. Hey, Annal, good morning. The first time I tasted British coffee, I was like, what the heck is this water? And then I had tea. Well, to be fair, a lot of British coffee is Americano, which is espresso diluted with water, which is a thing. Sounds of Alistair laughing in background. We bought our own conical burr grinder as part of Operation Lockdown. So now on weekends, we get to grind beans fresh and make French press after French press full of coffee and drink it all, and it's wonderful. You can get it at Costco, Annal? Oh, I don't have a Costco near me, unfortunately, and that's probably a good thing. I don't need quarts of Coffee Mate in my life again. I want, but I don't need. That's probably not good. There we go. So, we are going to wander around the manor. Wander around the garden and see what happens. I'm save game 2. Yes, the maze. Well, that's a hint. Okay. Am I getting sound? Is it just not... I'm not getting a lot of sound. Hold on a second. There we go. There's a little bit of sound. Okay, I can hear it now. Continue. Hang on a second, I'm having a problem with my headphones. There we go, much better. Right, so that's... Oh, sounds of brutal pipe breaking. Hold on a second. Oh, that's maybe a bit too loud now. How's the noise? Is the sound volume okay for everybody? You should be able to hear a little bit of Louie walking around. Hey, Windows! Sorry we're having internet problems this morning. Please flood the chat with pictures of your adorable new guinea pig. So, right, we had finished escaping from the evil dungeon room clutches, and look, we're full up on all sorts of stuff now. We have, like, if I remember my inventory, look, we're full. We have more jelly, and we're full of decision-making ability. I'm very excited. So now we can go forth. We can go forth in adventure. Let's see, we're still missing one more note by Sarah and 2 more thoughts on men and society. We're still missing. But we have lots of other books as well, so we'll just keep an eye out on the couch cushions as we go along. Right. To the garden. Oh, wait. Should we probably... Did we last game... Didn't we run around here and make sure that there wasn't anybody else we could talk to? Ah, let's do it again. It doesn't take long. Take a lap, Louis.
Sir Jacques Peru?
Is he here? Can we talk to him? No? Fine. Oh, and didn't we want to go back to the, like, Sarah's room, if we could?
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Because, we now have the alchemical box keys, and there were alchemical boxes in that room. So yes, let's see if we can do that. Sarah, where's your room? La 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 la.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
No, can't go in there. Fine, that's Emily's room. Can't remember.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Godoy. No, can't go in his room. Next. Thank you, next. Ooh, that's a book. Can I have that book? No. Meanie. I can't remember whose room
Huh.
it is.
That's me.
And I can't go take a nap. I'm not allowed.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal
Shut up.
Piaggi.
Go investigate more things.
Yeah, exactly. I'm tired. No, too bad. This is some kind of secret storage room. Secret cupboard! No, that's a lie. I'm not done. Let's be honest. Now, where was Sarah's room?
President George Washington.
We are outgunned. I'm always gonna say that. I'm sorry. I can't remember where Emily's room, not Emily, Sarah's room was. If it's here, we don't get to go into it anymore. Guinea pig photos from Wendy are super cute. Running in a circle. Alright, I think we've got in the lab. No one else to talk to. Fine. We came from upstairs, so now we'll go downstairs.
Where did you say the muffin pan was?
Say again?
Where did you say the muffin pan was?
It was in the dishwasher, because I washed it after the little baby meatloafs. Alright, let's go downstairs. Alright, so now we're downstairs. Ooh, I still don't know what's in this room. We went down the servant stairs. We're in the servant break room with its, harpsichord and everything. Apparently we can't go that way anymore. See, this is the alchemy box we got into. And what's this? He won't let us go in whatever this room is. That connects. Let's see what the servant says when we ask him. Can I go that way, please?
I am sorry, sir, but the conference room is under preparation and is consequently inaccessible to guests.
Very well. Fine. Could you speak a little more nasally, please? Could you try? That would be useful. Thank you. Right. I'm trying to remember. Emily's room had like a breakout room. Washington. Yeah, there was. Adam's room was next to Washington's room, so yeah, we can't get back in it. Right. Okay. Breakup room. It had the breakout room. Remember, it had kind of the next door little storage space. Alright, should we go out into the garden now, I guess? We've talked to everybody we've seen on the ground floor so far, so let's... Ooh, wait! Oh, okay. That's just... We want to go to the room. Alright. Let's go into the garden. What could possibly go wrong? Ta-da! Here we go. You tried to turn down the noise your bacon is making? How did that work, Specky? Yeah, baby meatloafs. Basically, I made a batch of meatloaf, and then instead of putting in one big loaf pan, I just baked them in muffin cups so that they were individual little meatloafs, which makes them very convenient for meatloaf sandwiches the next day. You can just cut them in half and put them in bread, and it's tasty. Little brioche rolls, so they were really
The sword
tasty.
probably came from this garden, but what could it have been used for?
Oh, there's French dude. Did you just hear whistling? Like a bird? Like the bird. I thought I just heard the bird. Alright, let's check our map. We are in the garden. Oh, how helpful. Thank you. Alright. Well, there's a port... Oh, here I am. Why is there like a... Is this like a way into the garden, I guess? Look at this little like secret area. I think this is the pit from upstairs office dude. And then I don't know what this is. I'm guessing that's some sort of well. And then
We play games like this because we played it in the way Bill and Ted were. This is from upstairs office, dude.
it is from office dude. Secret pit. So upstairs in... Oh gosh, I can't remember his name. Let's look his name up. Come on.
Colonel Bastard.
It's not Colonel Bastard. It's our host. Colonel Bastard. Yes, thank you, love. It's Mortimer. Mortimer's office is on the 3rd floor of the manor, and it has a giant pit in the middle of it, lined in wind and marble, you know, like you do. And it has to go somewhere, so I'm guessing somewhere in here. See, like, here's a round... I guess that's the dining room up there that we're underneath now. I see statues. I see a round thing in the middle, a little gazebo-y-esque thing. I see statues, and this is the servants' entrance we came in through. Obligatory. We all ignore the pit. All right. So here's a book. Ooh, I want a book. Give me a book. It won't give me the book. How dare you not give me the book? Ooh, but there's a thing. Yes. Shall I spend points to search? Of course, I'm gonna spend points to search.
Golden elixir.
Oh, nice. Okay. But my inventory's full. Phooey. Oh well. Now I know where one is if I need it. Okay. And there was something over here. Royal jelly, but I'm full. That's fine. Okay. Good. We've got some supplies over here. This is good. Alright, here's Brutal French Dude. And then the little hedgerow maze. Alright, shall we talk to Brutal French Dude? Do we have to talk to Brutal French Dude? I'll come back to you. This is a very easy hedge maze. Oh, look! There's a string? Why are you holding a string? Who are you? Are you Ariadne? What's going on here?
Ariadne.
Yep.
In Greek mythology, she helped Theseus get through the labyrinth. Looks like there's a crack in the region of the heart.
Translate the plaque, which costs me nothing. Remember your lessons, which also costs me nothing. Observe the crack just sounds rude. All right, fine. Let us first remember our lessons.
If I recall the Iliad, Ariadne is none other than the daughter of Minos and Pasiphae. She was in love with Theseus and helped him in his quest to kill the Minotaur in return for a promise of marriage if he defeated the monster.
Big surprise, Theseus failed.
She gave him a reel of thread so that he could find his way back through the labyrinth, which was famous for being unsolvable.
Because no one had ever thought of that.
Once the beast was slain, the gallant was quick to abandon her on an island.
Jerk.
Turns out heroes are not what they once were.
Or they never were in the first place, but let's just move on, shall we? Alright, translate the plaque.
I guide the sword that will kill the monster.
I guide the sword that will kill the monster. So that implies that the sword is with Theseus, and the monster remains the Minotaur. Let us observe the crack, which sounds horrible.
Let's see.
I'm not going to thrust the sword into the crack. I will examine it.
A crack as long as my finger.
Alright, that's fine. I don't think that's where the sword goes, thank you. Yes, Hercules was awful. Theseus was awful. They were all awful, let's be honest. Greek heroes, good people? Nah. Yeah, you know, they were cautionary tales, folks. Cautionary tales. Don't be like this, asshole. There is broken bits. I just want to wander around to the maze for a bit because, you know, why not? Let's see, here's another way back into the house. Okay, so see, these are doors. So this must, on the other side of this must be the, quote, great room, unquote, with all the paintings. Okay, cool. Let's observe, you know, good mapping protocol. Start with the edges before you get lost in the middle. I'm not drawing a map because, you know, it's the weekend. I don't have to. Book! Memoir to the Académie des Inscriptions. Come back. Belles letters. So, an essay on the similarities between Sanskrit, Latin, Greek, Roman, Greek, German, and Russian. So, a point in linguistics. Excellent, thank you. Apparently I'm going through books at a rate of knots, and I will need more light reading. Along with my pile of grapes. This is terribly civilized, to be honest. Alright, so I can't go any further here. Doing a lap. Going through the maze. Doing a lap. Okay. Any more coins? Not very many couch cushions out here. See, there's this little hidden off area that I need to get into because curiosity dictates. Alright. So.
Carmelite water.
Yay. That is something I wasn't full on. Okay. There's lots of stuff. Here's another statue. Who's this?
Icarus.
Icarus.
Son of Daedalus and Nocrate. Impossible to mistake him with those wings. After flying too close to the sun, he came unstuck and he fell to his death. Pity.
Alright. Let us remember. I love that we don't have to pay. Oh, well, we'll have to pay to translate this one. It's more difficult. Let's remember the myth.
If I remember rightly, Icarus was the son of Daedalus. He found himself confined to the labyrinth with his father after his father betrayed Minos. And his father's plan to escape from the labyrinth wasn't any more successful. Man, that kid was jinxed.
Try something. There's something different. Ooh, but it takes a lot of points. Translating the plaque also takes points. I think I'm gonna leave this for now because the translation that we have for Ariadne does not move us in the direction of Icarus. So we'll come back. Yeah, that pose was certainly a choice as well. I think that's what the there's something different difficulty thing is going to reveal, is that this sculpture was perhaps made by a different artist.
Oh, let's keep going.
We can come back to Icarus if we need to. Right. Bless you. There we came in. Okay. This way is just a dead end. And this way. This is the way I want to go. Nothing in this. No vines. So now we've reached the other half of the garden. Oh, okay. We'll go talk to you in a minute. Ooh! Stuff! Gesundheit, honey. More Carmelite water. Now I have tons of Carmelite water. This is... oh, not accessible. What is this little space? Oh, see, we're inside whatever this little area is. Sus. Come look at that in a second. Who do we got here? This is the bull. This is... yeah, look! Swords!
Asterion. It is rare to see him like this. In general, he's represented with the head of a bull, with the features of the Minotaur.
The famous son of Minos and Pasiphae.
The love of Theseus. The level 3 boss if you're trying to get out of hell. I love Asterion. He's one of my favorite characters in Hades. Alright, let us remember our lessons.
Asterion was the son of Pasiphae and Minos, or rather the result of a curse put on Minos.
Minos was punished for betraying Poseidon. Of course, as strangely it often happens, it wasn't he who was punished, it was his wife. She had to mate with a bull, no less. From that union, Asterion was born, who everyone knows as the famous Minotaur. Rejected by Minos, he was shut up in the labyrinth so he could never leave. And, as if that wasn't bad enough, he died by the hand of a hero desperate to restore his reputation.
Poor Minos. Think about the meaning of the myth. There was something going on. Greek myth is quite a thing, isn't it?
Technically, Asterion is the victim of the story because he's described as a child cast out from birth. Born from an extramarital union because of the errors of his father, he was treated as an outcast all his life. And he died as innocently as he was born. A tragic story, as the Greeks knew how to do so well.
So we can translate this plaque. Brutal pipe baking! Can we translate this plaque as well? I think it's worth the point.
I am the cursed child.
Yep. I'm the cursed child.
This statue has a crack in it. The crack is thin and about as long as a finger. I should be able to thrust in my sword.
Heyo. Alright, I think this is ultimately where we are going to wind up, but I'm not going to do it now because I want to explore the rest of the garden first.
Let's go.
We'll be back for you. I think this is where we're going to wind up. I bet you that's Minos. Royal jelly, but we're full. I guess we'll just have to use one and then pick this one up. Royal jelly is down. Okay. Excellent. Alright.
Minos.
Yeah, there he is.
Son of Zeus and Europa. If I remember correctly, he was the king of Crete. Married to Pasiphae, he had many children, including the famous Ariadne, whom history remembers for her thread. Hey, there's a crack in that statue.
Okay. You are correct. I don't think Icarus had a crack. Ooh, remembering this myth is much more difficult, but we can translate the plaque.
His gesture sealed his fate.
His gesture sealed his fate.
The crack is in the region of the heart.
You alright?
All good.
It's a thin crack as long as a finger. The blade could easily enter.
Okay. So far we've got Minos, Ariadne, and Asterion, who all have... Oh, well, this must be Theseus. Look, there's the string.
Theseus.
Hello,
Son
sailor.
of a
Look at that pose.
He's the one who slayed the Minotaur. I seem to recall he took the decision to confront the Minotaur. He killed the beast, but if it weren't for Ariadne's help, he would have been trapped in that labyrinth forever. In short, yet another hero who wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer. Okay. I'm probably being a bit harsh. I mean, we do owe him the foundations of Athens. In other words, the Republic. Render therefore unto Caesar what is Caesar's.
Thank you. Wow. Okay. Is it the stream or is it him? Yes, exactly. Notice
Like
the
a
crack.
has been made on his torso. As long as a finger. I'd say between 6 and 8 centimeters.
Okay. Alright, so we could...
I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
Well, we haven't found any clues from her yet, so I'm a little bit like... And I don't even know what... I want to examine this area next. Last. Okay. There's some more of the little, like... Okay, here we are on the other side of this little patio area. I'm sure there's a fancier Italian word for this piece of architecture, but as far as I'm concerned, it's a little patio area. Alright, who's hiding over here? Ah, this is whoever was holding the sword. Look.
Daedalus. He's the architect of the labyrinth. And if I'm not mistaken, he's also the father of Icarus. Architect and genius inventor. He built the labyrinth for Minos, to imprison the Minotaur. I seem to recall that he told Ariadne how to get out of the labyrinth by tying a thread to himself. So, Theseus managed to exit the labyrinth without trouble once the beast was dead. And when Minos found him, he threw him into his own labyrinth along with his son Icarus.
Jerk.
Every action causes a reaction. Hey, there's a crack in this statue too.
crack is thin and about as long as a finger.
Alright. So, Daedalus, Ariadne, Asterion, and Theseus all have the ability to be stabbed. It does look like he was holding the sword, doesn't it? But that doesn't make sense. Can I talk to the... What are these? Griffin puppers? I don't know what they are. Still don't know what stabbing one of the statues is actually gonna do. I'm gonna finish exploring, and then we're gonna look at the thing in the middle. See, the string goes this way. I wonder if this is where the string originates. No, it originated with Ariadne, didn't it? More bird, cat, pupper. Oh, okay. We haven't gone into the middle yet. Let's go into the middle now. Alright. So, here we are in the middle. Woo! Stuff! Golden elixir, but I'm full. Okay. Now, which one is golden elixir? What does that do again? Cures negative alterations. Don't I currently have a negative alteration? So let's use that. Aha! Excellent. Thank you. Now, who is this? Is this...
Pasiphae,
Pasiphae, okay.
daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete.
I seem to recall that her fate was not something you'd want.
She was punished for the sins of her husband.
Birth to Asterion, better known as the Minotaur.
Let's say
It's
yes.
crazy to see to what extent women have always been mistreated.
Well, you are
When they're
correct,
not
Louis.
harpies, gorgons, and other witches, they become victims.
Notice something. Icarus was also with the noticed something. Alright, let's notice something.
She has no cracks.
Okay, so like Icarus, Pasiphae... Oh, I wonder if that's a way of saying that we consider Pasiphae and Icarus to be innocent.
Alright, well, let's continue anyways.
Yeah, okay.
I wonder what this kiosk is doing in the middle of the garden. Too cramped to be able to do much.
Well, there must be something going on there.
What is that? It's like a sort of opening mechanism.
It's a pressure plate! Study the mechanism. It costs us nothing.
Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped.
Great.
There's a little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked. Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs.
Alright. So, you get it wrong, and you're gonna get stabbed with something and pass out. Stabby high five. Secret tunnel! Yes, it's totally a secret tunnel. Oh, and it says we've already made it. Alright. And we're not allowed to press it now, because we know better! Excellence! Alright. Alright, what are we thinking, folks? Spiral stairs that lead down if we get it right? Okay. Ooh, stuff! Key with an occult earth symbol. Hey, that may be the other, alchemy box key. Alright, so now we gotta figure out which statue to stab that's gonna let us get into the secret area. And I'm still guessing it's Asterion.
Because seriously, fuck that guy.
Astarion's an innocent victim. It's interesting, though, because both Icarus and Pasiphae can't be stabbed. And there's plenty of other people who are jerks who we can stab. Asterion did eat people. That's legit. I'm still thinking it's going to be Asterion. Alright. Shall we go talk to Grumpy French Dude first? Because then we're going to lose our chance, I'm guessing. Let's see what Grumpy French Dude says. Grumpy French Dude. Let's do the notice something about... All it's going to tell me is that he doesn't have a place to be stabbed. Alright. Grumpy French Dude. He is over here. Alright. Did one of the characters die by stabbing by any chance? Theseus? Well, Asterion did. Asterion was killed by Theseus with a sword. So, plot twist, just stab everybody. Stab Theseus for the hell of it. My concern is I'm worried that the sword will break. Theseus blinds himself. Yes, he does. But it doesn't kill him. All right, jerk.
Well, Monsieur de Richet, what brings you here?
Fresh air. Ooh. Difficult etiquette. Can I trust him? God, no. I dropped by on the off chance I'm looking for my mother. I don't want to confide in him. He's a jerk. I don't think I want to out... let's be honest. I'm looking for my mom.
I'm still looking for my mother, of course.
You're right, monsieur. Keep looking. Good luck to you.
Okay. That was weird. Is he hiding anything? No. Okay, that was pointless. I'm feeling so attacked right now. Yeah. Oh, we didn't get whatever this is. Carmelite water, but I'm still full up on that. Could I have a coffee refill?
There's fresh coffee brewing now.
Okay. Oh, that's a dead end. Alright, I have to go back this way. So I'm thinking we have to stab the poor bull here.
What do you have to do?
Eat people. Oops, went the wrong way.
Poor Asterion.
Poor Asterion. I know. You could be his friend in Hades, which I like. Alrighty. Sorry, my dude.
Asterion.
Who's that again? Who the fuck is this?
The statue has a crack in it.
Alright.
Right. We'll soon see. Sorry, Asti. Yet again, your story does not end well.
There was a click. I love it that there's a click. Sorry, my friend. Most palpable click. Alright. Let's see if we got this right. I hope we did, because otherwise we're going to be really embarrassed. Here we go. Hey, Alex. Thanks for joining us.
Hey Alex, how's it going?
Alright. Hopefully we don't die. No!
Oh,
Oh,
what's wrong?
Oh no, we got it wrong! Use a golden elixir to cure yourself. I need a golden elixir.
I'm gonna take it. We're fine, dude. It's
I'm
fine.
imagining things, or my hand was pricked. It had poison on it.
So
my
it's
head.
not Mysterium.
I feel hot.
Alright, let's go get the sword back.
Asterion.
Alright, wasn't you. I know, Silver, right? Don't kid yourself, Louie. You are not hot. Alright. So, are we trying to figure out who's ultimately culpable for this? If so, I'm voting Minos. He's the one who pissed off the god.
I have a good feeling about that answer.
Because Minos is the one who pissed off Poseidon, who caused the labyrinth to be built, that Daedalus got trapped in, that Icarus got trapped in, that Ariadne had to
There
negotiate,
was
that
also-
Theseus had to negotiate, that Asterion got trapped in.
There is also the scientific method being put forward by our esteemed colleague Dr. Reynolds.
Okay, just read it to me.
Basically, stab each statue, note, observe the nature of the click.
Yeah, but the other one clicked as well. They all click, I think is going to be the problem.
And the click is the reload of the stabbing mechanism.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Minos.
This is all your fault.
You suck, Minos.
The crack is in the region of the heart.
Asshole.
Didn't hear a click that time. Alright, well. I've got a bunch of golden elixir, right? And I do think we saw one somewhere else in this garden. I think right by the beginning. So if we had to, we can go back. Alright. Fingers crossed. Yeah, maybe click was bad. Maybe the order matters? No, I think it's a mechanism. So, because we've only got one sword, I think it's going to be a, you have to, fingers pricked. Thank you, Eldritch. I think it's a matter of you have to find the correct mechanism. Alright, be careful this time, Louie. Come on.
What the fuck is on this?
Don't get stabbed again. Ooh. Yes!
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Secret tunnel!
Oh no, blood. That's bad. Secret tunnel. Alright, here we go.
Oh. He's not well.
Again?
Oh, I'm having a vision. Having a vision while you're about to walk on a set of very narrow stairs is not a great idea.
Narrow and also steep.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the ship of Theseus? Not now!
Right. Do you have a timer set?
Yes.
Thank you. Muffins. Well, I don't think I'm going to go back and get that golden elixir now, huh? So that's the
You
English.
can't be serious, Manuel. You know that's not going to happen.
Going?
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
Agreed? I wasn't aware you had a choice.
What's going on here?
What now? What else must I do to win back my freedom?
Obey me. Now get out.
Interesting.
What was that? That's the third time in 3 days.
Louis, get a handkerchief. Come on.
I'd go ask Mother about this, right? She tells me, what's wrong with you? Wipes my sleeve down.
Blood. Definitely blood.
Let's see if you're in there, Mother.
Ominous. I'm wondering if this is the end of the chapter. No, it's not the end of the chapter. Okay. Alright, now I'm in catacombs. Okay, we need to talk about this, folks. Whose job is it to keep the candles lit in all the secret catacombs? I want that as a fantasy series. I want the people who go ahead of the Tomb Raiders to, like, reset the traps and, you know, cast the light in the right direction on the right pressure points and, you know, blow the dust off of the secret inscriptions and light the candles and... God... That's what I want.
Amber
The late
crystals.
and much missed Terry Pratchett used to joke about how the one video game he would want to write for is Tombstalker, about the company that does exactly that and covers their tracks behind them to ensure that it looks like no one has ever been there.
I want a Tombstalker TV show or video game or something so bad. It's like, no. You have to race ahead of Nathan Drake and Lara Croft to make sure that the piranha are refueled. It sounds perfect. Oh my god, Marguerite, the eternal Skyrim question. Right? I know. It would be a Pratchett book. It absolutely would be a perfect Pratchett book. Alright, now we're in the secret catacombs. Secret tunnels! We're just gonna keep singing that, aren't we? Alright. You just keep on with the Easter chocolate. What's this? Oh. Folks, I don't know what that is, but just be warned.
Bandages. Someone's been patching themselves up. Okay. Looks like my mother took advantage of being in hiding to change her bandages, huh? This is silk. She must have used her own clothes.
Well, yeah. Do you know how much spare clothing? How much spare fabric there is in women's Victorian fashion? Jesus, Louis. Let us inspect the bandages.
These bandages are pretty basic. She'll be lucky if she doesn't get an infection.
Uh-oh. Notice something. Do you think it's worth noticing something? I think it's worth noticing something.
There are patches where the blood isn't totally clotted. That's a good sign, right? She changed them recently, which proves she's still looking after herself and still believes in her chances. Well, I'd love to tell her to keep hanging in there.
Okay, good. Interesting. Alright. More shiny. Shiny! Another coin. Folks, I think we have a body ahead.
There's a dead fella.
Just to give everybody the heads up. I think we may be coming into a body.
Damn it, Mother. Now what's happened?
Look up, Louis.
Don't move!
Mom!
Wait, I'm not armed.
Who are you?
That's his
Good
mom.
God, Mother, what have you...
Tell me who you are!
What do you mean, tell... Wow. I could have inspired Peru to trust me. Well, excuse me if I don't lose any sleep over that. Ooh. Yeah, Mama's not doing well. She's got a gun to the back of my head. But I didn't fail anything, so... What do you mean, who are you? Well, given the state of her injuries, she maybe isn't seeing very well.
This is about to go very... Is this how you... do you want wibbly wobbly timey wimey? Because this is maybe how you get wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
I'm not quite sure. I don't... Yeah. This is an excellent place, everybody. We're going to take 5 minutes. I'm going to refill my coffee and put on a pair of socks because my feet are cold. And Alistair is going to pull my muffins out of the oven. Hey, so why don't we take a few minutes, enjoy the end of scene music, get yourself a drink, attend to any medications, snacks, pets, all of that good stuff. I'll leave the music on. We'll be back in just a couple minutes, okay? And I'm back. And the muffins are out of the oven, and they're cooling, and they look fantastic. Hey! Hey, Mick, how you doing? We were taking a little bit of break because we've been playing for about an hour. So we've just finally found our mom. Oh, so it was a success to do the eavesdropping. That was important. That we could have inspired Peru, and we didn't. Oh well, we'll take care of that. One shot for your parents' birthday. Oh, that sounds fantastic, CZZ. Let us know how that goes. I haven't gamed, like, with people in so long. Maybe one of these days we'll get around to it. Just haven't made the time for it right now.
Just as long as they don't have to do 150 active NPCs?
Yeah, no, I don't want 150 active NPCs, and I don't want to spend 8 hours building a character either. Alright, shall we move on? Now, it might be a good idea just to refresh people on content warnings, especially if we have a couple of new folks joined. We've just seen that there is a dead servant on the floor, and Our mother is currently suffering from some pretty significant physical injuries and has a gun pointed at the back of our head. So let's be careful moving forward, shall we? If you need to step away, that's totally fine. We'll be here for a while, or you can always catch the VOD and see if that works for you a little bit better. Andrew has been introducing me to Darren Brown, and I love him so much right now. Okay, when Alistair comes back over, Alistair can tell you the Darren Brown story and how he's not allowed to go to magic shows unaccompanied. I love you, sweetie. Let's move on. We need to spend experience, so we'll get started on that. I'm now a level 9 Louis. Woohoo! You finished Paladin's Grace! Yay! Is that the first one or the second one? Right. So, now our psychology. We're trying to get everything to level 2 so that we get the kind of the free points. I think this indicates that we're about to have one more point there because of reading. Oh, the first one. I love Stefan. Stefan's fantastic. And there's a Marguerite, which makes me really happy. Let's see. So we have 4 points available to us, and we're trying to get everything to level 2 because that makes skills so much cheaper. So I think the little blue circles indicate that we're about to get another point of that because of the books we read. So if I spend 2 points there and 2 points there, that ought to get them both to level 3. But this one over here, yes. Oh, no, more than that, because it takes the 1 into account. So a point gets us questioning at level 2. That would be good. Three points, 5 points, 4 points, 4, 3, 3. So we have, there's one other skill we could probably take to level 2. Let's see what books we have left first. All right. What books do we have left? Diversion, linguistics, subterfuge, science, erudition, questioning. I'm not worried as much. Ooh, wait. Questioning, huh? So if I read a questioning book, I don't have to spend any points on that. And I'll get it again next level. Okay. So what have I got? I could take Vigilance to 4. Vigilance was quite useful in the garden. Let's plan our books, and then we can go accordingly. So, we're going to do a questioning book. Erudition. We've got 2 books on erudition. But we've already got erudition, don't we? Yeah, we already have erudition, so we're not worried about that. Still don't have those pieces. Science, not worried about. Subterfuge, diversion, and linguistics. Yeah, both of those would be good. Etiquette. Do we have a book on vigilance? No book on vigilance. So let's spend, if we spend our 4 points on vigilance, and then one of our books on questioning, that'll get us these 2. That's a lot to spend on vigilance, though. But there's no books on it. Yeah, I'm with you, Eldritch. I'm also trying to think about what I'm going to need for the next scene, and I think logic might be quite important. Yeah, you know, thinking things like logic.
Mom, his white member is back.
Noticing anything strange in someone's behavior or appearance. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and spend that point, thanks. Conviction. I really want vigilance. Let's see. We can get both logic and questioning this time, and I think that might be the most useful to us. Sorry, vigilance. You're gonna have to wait. I think all of that's really important for the kind of what's coming up next. We really got to work on all these other political skills at some point. We'll get there. Vigilance, please hold. Yes, exactly. All right, here we go. Now I have to pick my new books. Oh my gosh, that's the end of the chapter! Okay, so we're on to the next chapter. We have to let the credits roll because maybe we can speed them. Can we speed them? Yes. But I always watch the credits. It's important. Dun dun dun! All right. So we have now finished chapter 2. We're on to chapter 3. The Conclave. I'm very excited.
Known as the Pentaverate.
The Pentaverate. Stop it. It's an enormous pillow! Anyway.
The Bilderbergs, the Queen, the Colonel.
Stop it. Stop it.
Facing, oh, you're going to buy my chicken.
He cries himself to sleep at night. And he's enormous. And no. Let's go to the Conclave. Stop it. Here we go. Ta-da! I love you. Yep, that was chapter 2. It's a 5-chapter game. All right. Here we go. But first, can I pick my books, please? Please, sir.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
I hope that your search will prove successful and bring Sarah back to us soon.
I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know.
Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough. The woman with 2 faces.
And they're both
Everyone
here?
seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
Wow. Nice recap. Have fun, Alex. Right, give me a moment, folks. Alistair's brought me a piece of toast while the muffins are cooling. I'm going to eat my piece of toast and select my reading.
So yeah, Darren Brown, whose work I've always really loved, because he and Eddie Izzard always reminded me of as far as I'm concerned, the 2 best people who have yet to play the Master. In fact,
Oh god, she would be so good as the Master.
back when Impossible Planet first came out, and there's that bit at the end where the seal opens, I fully expected Eddie to pop out and go, "Oh, hello, Doctor."
Oh,
And
that would be glorious.
Brown's work is amazing. It incorporates everything into the trick in a manner that magicians haven't done since the early 20th and late 19th century, where your life is the performance. We saw him live once, and there was a very stark demonstration of the wildly different intellectual worldviews that Margaret and I have, because he selects volunteers from the audience by throwing frisbees into sections of the theatre, and the person who catches it becomes a volunteer.
He, quote, randomly, unquote, throws frisbees into the audience.
This is because the first thing he does is have you answer this series of questions to demonstrate how suggestible you are, and you have to stand up or sit down depending on what you're doing. It all revolves around what hand your keys are in and whether or not you're lying. I, of course, was instantly hooked into this inside the first question, and by the fourth question, only like 4 people in the audience are still left standing. One of whom is Marguerite.
Hi.
The frisbee never came anywhere near us. It was great. His work fascinates me because he works with uncertainty. He works with whether or not what you're doing is genuine and whether or not everything is constructed. Specky, look up the zombie arcade first-person shooter video game where he hypnotizes someone and drops them in a real-world equivalent of it. That one is really, really impressive. Likewise, the jump, which is a little suicidal ideation-y. Oh, excellent. So you're familiar with it. My favorite one by some distance is the heist, because I did some work with neurolinguistic programming a few years ago, and I know there are elements of it that work.
No.
Yeah, Darren Brown's the shit. He's really, really good, and I can never attend one of those shows alone.
You're not allowed.
Or go early, because
You're not allowed to arrive early. You're not allowed to fill out any sort of, oh, we're taking a survey. You're not allowed to have your picture taken. None of it.
Because he uses American evangelical TV tricks and basically molds and sculpts the audience.
Darren Brown is he started as a stage magician, but he's much bigger in terms of scope now. Think, David Copperfield is not a good comparison. Chris Angel's not a really good comparison, but more in the, who's the guy doing all the street magic right now that we really like?
Dynamo.
The guy who has the TV show.
Oh, Magic for Humans. The Magic for Humans too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's much more of a good example.
I did not know Jane was based off Darren Brown. That makes perfect sense.
Being a Mentalist would be a good cover for a subtle version of the Master. When has the Master ever been subtle? Except for when it leads to a reveal. Okay, I will grant you that. I need to find the rest of these papers because they have the skills I want to study. I need to find more books. I'm running out of books to read. Okay, fine. I think we're ready to start the quest.
CZ, Darren Brown, the brilliant thing about Darren Brown's work is you can basically start anywhere. And I'm not sure where you're located, but in the UK, his entire back catalogue is on YouTube for free, legally.
Yeah, well, John Edward was a con. Most of those people are cons, unfortunately. All right, so we get started?
Let's get started.
I need you to tell me, like, everything now.
Cool, I can do that.
Oh, gosh, we'll be here a while. I can't say I'm the biggest fan of that sort of entertainment, but I appreciate he's very good at what he does. Did you see the magician post I've put out in the Discord? No! No, we need to see that, Haggis.
We do.
Send it along.
Also, Arnold, that is the most obtuse and brilliant claim to fame I think I've ever seen.
His dad was my swimming teacher. That's brilliant. Yeah, I have a story about David Copperfield, but I'm not going to tell it on the stream. It's one of those ask me at a pub sometimes stories. Let's just say Alistair's not the only magician I've dated.
Hello.
Rightio. And now, investigation.
Crimes.
Huh?
Crimes.
Well, we're supposed to be solving crimes, not committing crimes.
So that's crimes and more. Crimes!
Oh, and yet, nothing's changed. Or are we going to replay the crypt entrance? Oh, God. Crypt entrance! Oh, dear. Episode 3, Ripples. Yeah, Wendell, go ahead. Bookmark that thought for when
move.
Wait, I don't...
So you've come at last.
Easy. Let me turn around.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna see if I can use a golden elixir thingy to...
I'm not gonna take it.
To go... Oh, and I also want to use a Devil's Thorn to see what Mom is suffering from, because we don't know what her stuff is, do we? Gosh, I hope I'm not missing dialogue.
Oh my God, Mother, what has happened to you?
Yeah, we do not know what Mom's major malfunction is.
Who are
Someone's
you?
beaten her up, that's
What?
pretty sure.
But, Mother!
Who are you?
It's me, Louis, your son.
No, you lie. You won't catch me out like that. Louis isn't here. He obeys his mother. He would never have come here.
Mother, I don't know what you've been through, but lower your arm, please.
You think I was born yesterday, do you? But it won't work.
I'm begging you.
One day you will fall.
Mother!
Why are you here?
Oh, God.
Oh, come on now.
Okay, first of all, we're not on a time limit, so let's get rid of this negative alteration thing. Lord Mortimer wrote to me, remind her about the quest of the book. It's time to go home, Mother. I'm here to save her. All right, next up, Devil's Thorn. What are we operating under for this? She is immune to talking about the book. Okay, good. But this is on a time limit. I'm here to save her. I'm here for her. Lord Mortimer wrote to me. Let's be honest.
Enough. You want to corrupt us all, one after
Oh,
the
God.
other. But you will never get me. You are evil incarnate. Every word that comes out of your mouth is sharper than a razor blade.
I don't wish you any harm. Really, Mother. It's me, Louis.
Don't speak to me about him. You will never get him.
Mother, stop torturing yourself. It really is me, Louis. How can I convince you?
If you really are who you say you are, what was the saying I taught you?
You've been telling it to me since I was 3 years old, Mother. How could I ever forget it? Always keep your mind logical.
Oh, beans.
Well, they all say and open. It's just a matter of which one.
And open.
You knew it. You are smart. You're getting me muddled up. Tell me, rather, whose place were we at when I told you I was coming here?
Mother, I really am your son. You can't trick me. We were in Paris. We were investigating an art dealer.
His name?
Oh, crap.
Do you have time on it? Because if you don't, I'll just look it up.
It was at the beginning of the game. Oh, I can't remember.
It's alright. It's alright. I'm looking it up.
There's no time level.
That's why I'm looking it up.
There's no time limit. I'm searching my memory, Mom. It's not Elias Bouchard. Nice try, folks. Yes, confrontations are a kind of mechanic. You have
boss fight, basically.
It's a boss. It's basically a combat through conversation. I can't remember the art dealer's name.
It's alright.
We've played it like months ago.
It's alright.
That's what the internet is for.
Right, hold on.
Hang on. No. I've got to walk through here. It's Von Borchardt.
Really, you, Louis? Otherwise, all this would be for nothing.
Mother, I don't know what happened to you, but don't worry. Everything is going to be fine.
I'm here for you and...
No! I ordered you not to come with me.
I received a letter and Lord Mortimer informed me of your disappearance. So I took the...
No! 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 It's not true. It's a nightmare. Don't tell me that. Have you spoken to him?
Oh, shit. She's completely panicked because I spoke to Mortimer. It seems she's afraid of what he might have said to me about her.
Did he speak to you?
Okay, do you have any revealing stuff?
Yeah. No influence. I think it's this. I think she's afraid of what he might have said about Emily.
Mother, I don't know what you're imagining, but don't worry. Everything will be all right. If you're worried about what I might think about Elizabeth Adams, honestly...
Oh, Louis! Elizabeth is the last of my worries right now. I did what I could for her, but it was too late. Very well. Logical and open, Louis. Since you arrived on the island, has anything strange happened to you?
Jesus, what hasn't?
Depends on what you mean by strange.
The fact that there's a cost associated with this. Elizabeth's murder, I don't think I'm gonna tell her about having visions.
By the way, Mom, I'm psychic now.
Yeah. She knew about the secret study. She wouldn't consider that strange. She gave me the clues. I'm going with this.
Do you want to tell me about your relationship with Elizabeth Adams?
Louis, I don't know what you found out, but just know that I did everything I could to help her.
We have to calm her down, so I'm gonna say I believe her.
I'm sure you did, Mother. I'm not judging you.
You know, what she had to put up with was slowly gnawing away at her. Now shut up and listen to me. We might still have a chance. Something of utmost importance is going to play out right here.
What are you talking about?
A conference, Louis. I should think all Mortimer's guests have arrived by now, haven't they?
Yes, they have. Since this morning.
Perfect. The conference will be able to begin. You will attend this conference, and you must find out what Mortimer is up to. Don't trust him, Louis.
I think
Understood?
we should just listen to her for now.
Louis, I made a mistake by coming here. We are in the lion's den. Mortimer, Holm, their guests, watch what happens. Do you think it's normal that the representatives of the most powerful nations are here all on their own without anyone else? On an island in the middle of nowhere in total secrecy?
No, not really, but...
Louis! They shape the world. They manipulate us. Everything is decided here and now. They create and break states, provoke wars, destitute governments, or decide who will be their leaders. Open your eyes!
Well...
Nothing is impossible for them.
That seems
They are
right.
capable of reaching everyone, wherever they may be. Through high society banquets, they model the future of us all. And it isn't at all an issue for them.
And? What do you propose?
It's time to act, my son. You will go to this conference, and from the inside, you'll do everything you can to prevent Mortimer's plan from going ahead smoothly. We can talk later. I'll explain everything.
But why?
Do as I say, Louis. It's of the utmost importance. Beware of Mortimer. He won't let anything stand in his way.
You promised me that after...
Yes, after. Go now.
Yes, Mother, I'm going.
Jesus.
One more thing,
here in
Mother.
The tunnels.
Emily Hillsborough, Emma's sister, came to this island looking for her sister. She probably won't hesitate to take revenge and...
It's the signal that the conference is starting, Louis. Don't be concerned about the Duchess. She's the last of our worries.
Yeah, the whole go now, I'll explain later, never goes well, does it?
Do you want a muffin?
Yes, please.
And do a coffee ritual.
Yeah, you want to top off my coffee? All right, I don't know about all of you, but I'm reeling a little bit here. Yes, I'm fine. I'm lost a limb and I'm severely injured and I seem to be hallucinating and I'm terrified.
Now.
But go disrupt plans. What plans? I don't know what I'm supposed to be disrupting. You're the worst capitalist ever, mother. More coffee, please. Yes, thank you.
As Pink says, get the findies at the beginning of the maze.
Yeah, agreed. All right, let's go back to the beginning of the maze. We gotta find the, well, there's Theseus and his fine ass. Gotta go find the,
Where is it? Just to the west of Theseus' Badonkadonk.
Thank you. Back that dump truck up. Anyway, now, there's only one way through this. All right, fine. I probably should have tried to be nice to Peru, but I really don't like that guy, so... I know. That was probably petty of me politically, but oh well. Oh, no, wrong way. Get around this way. Really do have to go like this and then around. Alright, let's go pick up those shinies we missed. No, we got all of those. Peru is a jerk. I do not enjoy his company.
Is he in point of fact a poop?
He may in fact be a poop. Sorry, Ariane. Let's go back in through the servant's stair, because I think that's where it was over here, wasn't it? On the ground. Pick up the shiny. Oh, it makes...
Golden elixir.
Thank you. We've refilled the golden elixir. Alright, I think that was everything. And now I think we have both of the keys for the... Ooh!
These are the two that didn't quite make it through re-entry.
Tasty. Tasty blueberry muffins. Okay. Coffee. There we go. I'm very concerned about what this conference is going to entail now. Obviously nation state building, so.
And KFC.
Alright.
I love how you just no selling it there.
Yes. Yes, I am no selling it. Okay. So here we are. Oh, wait. Now we can't go up the stairs. I bet you this is the conference room. I bet we can go into there now. But let's go the long way in case there's anyone else to talk to. Yeah, they're very good, Elfie. Alistair made me blueberry muffins. Blueberry muffins. Alright. Which was the box for which you now have keys? It's the alchemical boxes, the one that have right and left keys, the one that have the alchemical symbols on them.
I also wrote you a bread like about the garden puzzle.
Who wrote me a bread like about the garden puzzle?
Me.
You did?
No.
Read it once your mouth is not full.
Theseus is my given name. Garden puzzling is my chosen game. Like Winston puzzles I love so, even though so much to do. Clues abound, my brain it soars. I love to puzzle. I lick the sword.
You lick the sword. Very well. I think we already got the alchemical box in here. Yep. But I think now we're in a place where every time we encounter one of these alchemical boxes, we can open them. Is that a book? I want a book. I'm running out of books. I know. Well, we were invited to take Mom's place because Mom is missing. Alright. We're going to take the long way around. Just in case there's any other boxes or shinies that we can have. But we've also discovered a new vulnerability for Mom now, haven't we? No. I think you have to pick it and then have it not work. That sucks. But I think it was psychology she was immune to. Oh, no, we went the wrong way, didn't we? Alright, fine. Let's just go into the conference then. This is the door that was previously blocked, so here we go. Right, we found Mom, and now we have no idea. We still have no idea what's happened. Whoa!
What the? What? Is that the pit? That's the pit. The pit has been covered.
No, we're underneath it. There's about to be some serious power brokering going on. He's so bored. Time to summon a demon! Absolutely. Whoa! Is the ceiling cracked? Alright, quick, before anybody summons us, let's rifle the couch cushions. Ooh, that's a piece of amber.
A fragment of amber.
Can everyone please take the seats after Louis has finished searching their seats?
Thank you. Hush. I'm poor. You have stuff. Ooh, and a coin. To keep your conference a secret. Have its own room. Right? Look.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of water.
I have both of these keys now.
But she said he seemed quite angry at being spoken to.
But it is not sound. You know it is not sound.
Oh. Maybe not, but it's for free, so I'll take it.
I have suspected it for some time, but
Ah, it's more Royal Deli, but I'm full.
He told her so once, by your desire.
Alright, I'll come back.
Are you quite sure, sir? Is there not a little mistake somewhere?
Yes, because she asked him at last, and he could not help answering her, but she said he seemed quite angry at being spoken to.
But it is not sound. You know it is not sound.
Your conjecture is totally wrong, I assure you.
I have suspected it for some time, but
Ooh.
now
Where's this go? Oh, that's the other entrance.
I have already told her so once.
I'm gonna eavesdrop on all of your conversations just as soon as I steal everything that isn't nailed down.
A ruble.
Allowing the case, however, to stand according to your representation. You must remember.
She's not acting by design, is she?
Not as you represent it.
But with respect to any other leading characteristic, I do not imagine that much has been unfolded.
By all that I have ever read, I'm convinced that it is very common indeed. Your plan is a good one.
Lots of political machinations going on here. And another Devil's Storm, that's good.
But with respect to any other leading characteristic,
Alright, and that's where we came in. Alright. So let's check the cushions. God, those look comfortable, don't they? Oof. Ooh. There's more Carmelite water, but my inventory's full. There's lots of stuff in here. This is good. I think their way of saying, you're gonna do a lot of... Oh my gosh. Yeah, what happened to the captions? Let's take a look. Hold on a second. I thought we had captions. Subtitles are on, but not for the hubbub conversation parts, I'm guessing. But I also have the ability to click into each of these conversations. Hang on a second. So, everybody else is involved in conversation, but I can chat with Peru.
Indeed, I believe he did.
Shall we try one?
My son, glad you're here. It seems Lord Mortimer's been waiting for you to arrive before beginning.
Oh,
What can I do for you? Well, I
What a pity your mother isn't here for the conference. I hope I'll be able to see her before I leave. I still have a very important letter to give to her.
Feeling all right, Louis? You look like you're miles away.
Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Lord Mortimer wants to talk to you, Louis. Don't make him wait.
Oh, I will. I'll make him wait till very last, thank you. So, what are these two up to?
Are you quite sure, sir? Is there not a little mistake somewhere?
Yes, because...
Good evening, gentlemen. Are we ready? The much-awaited conference is about to begin?
That is what we have all been waiting for.
I believe that Lord Mortimer wishes to speak to you before it begins. You should go and see him.
Maybe.
Quite sure, sir.
They're just gonna hubbub amongst themselves. I don't want to talk to Mortimer. Let's talk to Peru, though, because he's sitting here all by himself.
I don't know if you ever found what you were looking for in the garden, but Mortimer is waiting for you. I suggest you get a move on.
You say it as if you were afraid of him.
What's going on between those two? He's weak to psychology, isn't he?
I sense that you have things you'd like to say, but something's holding you back. What is going on between you two?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Liar.
I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost. The siren's song, Monsieur de Richet. You wake up one morning, not knowing where you are, and you think about everything you've done for a man who wasn't even worth it. For a man who has no respect for you, who uses you, and who drops you as soon as he no longer needs you. For me, it's too late now. But you still have a choice. Don't respond to his call, sir.
Interesting. Interesting. All right. Shall we talk to Mortimer then? You all right, hon? Set the whole place on fire. Yeah, seriously. There's lots of resources around, and we're currently full up on jelly, so I'm feeling good that we might be able to handle this conference. At least from a game mechanic perspective. Alright, he's talking to Washington, right? We are outgone! Anyway, sorry.
She's not acting by design, is she? Ah, Louis, I've been expecting you. Thank you for joining us. We are about to begin our conference. Let me explain what is at stake.
Thank you kindly. But what do you expect of me exactly?
Yes.
My mother's the one who's supposed to attend, not me.
That is indeed what was initially intended. Unfortunately, she still hasn't been found, and my guests can't stay here indefinitely. The conference must begin, and it would be truly beneficial to the Order to join in the project.
Washington's
Consequently, I would like you to replace her during her absence. What is at stake here is of the utmost importance.
It's important that the French Order gets their say. And should you need any advice, don't worry. You are not alone, Louis.
Very well.
Alright, let's ask some questions. What is the
Can you
conference
give me
about?
a brief explanation of the aim of it all?
Of course, Louis, I was coming to that. The aim of these meetings is to bring together the most influential people in order to think together about the future.
But the future of who?
Of the world, Louis.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
Secret orders! Secret orders! Oh, don't worry. It's just, white men running the world. Nothing to be afraid of, Louis.
In concrete terms, how do you organize your discussions?
A conference is always organized the same way. There are two masters of ceremony who determine an important subject.
You and Sir Gregory, I presume.
Exactly. We shall be the masters of ceremony. It was our obligation to each bring to the table several guests in order to debate a subject. Once the debate is closed, a decision will be made by a vote of all the participants.
By a unanimous vote. If the project is not agreed on by all, then it will be rejected.
And neither of the two Masters of Ceremony have the right to vote.
It's up to the guests alone to decide, Louis. In other words, us.
Gregory and myself are merely the go-betweens. Finally, if the project is validated, each guest goes home and starts working to make it happen.
It can take years.
Wow. So a handful of male American and Europeans deciding the fate of the world. Who's so surprised? Oh my god. I might have a heart attack and die from that surprise. Yeah, I'm totally gonna thwart this son of a bitch. Okay. Yeah, what major decisions have you already orchestrated?
Can you give me an example of an event that was decided here before being implemented in the outside world?
Well, take the French Revolution.
Jesus.
It was decided right here 2 years before its implementation in France.
Concerning the case of the French Revolution, I wasn't invited. But as far as the American Revolution is concerned, Louis, I can testify that we planned it 5 years before implementing it.
Oh my gosh. How long have you been doing this?
How long have you been active?
Oh, this tradition has more or less always existed, Louis. It has continued from generation to generation.
That is not an answer.
Do you often hold this kind of society dinner?
In general, once a year, but in actual fact it tends to be events that dictate our gatherings.
Oh, so
It's not going to reach, I'm afraid.
I'll come back around to it.
Yeah. Oops. Hang on a second, we're having an audio issue. There you go. Oh, his headphones have unplugged themselves. Right. You see. Okay. Is this supposed to be so dreadful? I don't know. I think it's supposed to be concerning, and it certainly is. I guess that's all the questions I'm allowed to...
In concrete terms,
Oh.
how do you organize your
Sorry, I already
discussions?
asked this one.
A conference is always organized the same way. There are two Masters of Ceremony who determine an important subject.
You and Sir Gregory, I presume.
Exactly. We shall be the Masters of Ceremony. It was our obligation to each bring to the table several guests in order to debate a subject. Once the debate is closed, a decision will be made by a vote of all the participants.
By a unanimous vote. If the project is not agreed on by all, then it will be rejected.
And neither of the two Masters of Ceremony have the right to vote.
It's up to the guests alone to decide, Louis. In other words, us.
Gregory and myself are merely the go-betweens. Finally, if the project is validated, each guest goes home and starts working to make it happen.
Sorry about the repetition. So I'm going to take from Peru's response that obviously he's feeling hard done by the decision they reached a while ago. Alright. Comfort food is good. Chicken and rice sounds like great comfort food. I would share my blueberry muffins if I could.
Louis, let me keep you a moment.
Piss off, Washington.
I would like to let you in on a secret before we begin, because I'm going to need your assistance.
Well, you can
see,
ask.
The project I'm going to present concerns the territory of Louisiana
Oh, no.
in North America.
Oh, boy.
It's currently Spanish territory, and I'm going to make the proposition to the Assembly for it to become French.
Why? What's that got to do with me?
But how does that concern me?
Well, you see, I prepared this project with your mother. Unfortunately, Sarah went missing before getting the bigger picture. I don't intend to stop at Louisiana. My idea is to increase the territory of the United States. The first stone of this vast project consists of getting Spain to cede Louisiana to France. Once it becomes French, France will hand it over to the United States, which will then allow them to double the size of their territory. And that's where you come in. France and the United States, hand in hand, Two democracies illuminating the world.
Well, that is historically accurate. How far does this project go?
Yeah. How deep is this rabbit hole?
Wendy, I want to see that. Okay, I have to open that clip. Alright, I've opened it in another tab and I'll watch it later. Thank you. Alright. Hang on a second. How far does this go?
Why spread it over 2 phases? Why not announce the overall project immediately?
Unfortunately, if Spain were to hear that the intention of all this is to allow the United States to grow, they would never sign. Manuel Godoy is perfectly aware of President Washington's appetite. If the United States took Louisiana, Godoy would know full well that he will have lost the entire North American continent. Things must take place in several stages. Otherwise, the change will be too brutal, and he will have no choice but to reject the project. Take a look at them. Apart from President Washington, they all belong to monarchies. Do you really think they won't resist? Of course they'll fight, fearful as they are of losing their precious privileges. But the world needs visionaries, like you, like your mother. It's a pity Sarah isn't here to see it. She only knew about a tiny part of the project. I hope I can count on you, Louis. It's time to start now. I must ask you to keep it to yourself for the time being. Take a seat, follow the discussions. We'll have an opportunity to catch up later, and you'll be able to let me know your thoughts.
Blast it, Mother. You didn't know about everything. This project is commendable. Why tell me to beware? Could you have gotten it wrong?
I'm going to spend as much of this time as I can absorbing and observing.
My friends, I propose we get started.
Hoping not to have to make decisions, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I'm hoping this is going to be like The Breakfast, where I can just learn things about people as we go along. God, those are such uncomfortable looking chairs.
First of all, I would like to thank you for taking the time to come.
The honor is ours, my lord.
As per our custom, here we are all together to discuss the face of tomorrow's world. Even though there may be certain
I'm going to turn the music down for a minute, everybody.
Yeah, that works.
All of a sudden, the music got, like...
Especially as it's gone all weird circus Wurlitzer.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, what are you doing? I'm going to turn the voices up just a touch. And I'm going to turn the music down a touch. There we go. Let's see if that's a little better.
Between our nations, I must ask you to keep an open mind. As Sarah de Richet is unable to be among us, please welcome Louis de Richet, who will represent the Golden Order and will vote on its behalf when the time comes.
Welcome among us, Louis.
Welcome, Monsieur. I hope he'll be more effective than his mother regarding the protection of the King of France. The Order has proved particularly inefficient.
Come, Manuel, you're not going to spoil our visit. The Order's mission was not to protect King Louis XVI, as far as I am aware.
We are talking about the King of Divine Blood, for goodness sake. It seemed obvious to me he needed protecting. If the Golden Order wants to pride itself on being an influential organization, it should have kept him alive.
No.
I'm gonna say thank you for the welcome. I'm gonna just be politic.
Thank you for the delicious cookie.
Thank you all. I am honored to be among you today. I will strive to represent the interests of the Order as best I can.
Perhaps we may begin, Lord Mortimer.
Certainly. I have a dream that our nations will continue to support each other, more now than ever before. A dream that, for the sake of common good,
Emily looks
we will
bored.
do what it takes to ensure stability in the modern world. I have a dream that we shall lead by
stop it.
example
Don't you dare use that
and ensure
language.
that the American territory may remain in peace.
Thank you for the thought, Lord Mortimer. But I don't see where you're leading.
I'm coming to it, Mr. President. I need not remind you that North America is currently divided between the United States on the east coast and Spain, which occupies the remaining 2/3 of the continent.
Really?
Well, I propose that Spain cede the center of the continent to France, namely all of Louisiana.
Louisiana? But...
Okay, just a second here, everybody, for context.
American Hippo.
Right. So, at this period of time, the broad swath of history is correct. California, most of the southwestern United States are Spanish territory. To say the entire western 2/3 is under Spanish control is not accurate. And the original 13 colonies are along the eastern coast of the United States. Louisiana, what they're talking about here, is not the contemporary state of Louisiana, but is the entire Mississippi River corridor. So everything from basically between Texas all the way up to the Canadian border and beyond, eastwards to the original 13 colonies, is what they call Louisiana. It's a very big chunk of land. And this game was made by French people. I think it's fair we have to point that out. Louisiana was named for King Louis. That is correct. But as a Californian, I'm taking umbrage at the idea that everything west of Louisiana territory was controlled by the Spanish, because that ain't true. There was just the California, New Mexico, Arizona kind of area, much further south down into Mexico contemporarily. But like further north, Spain was not controlling the Oregon territory. No.
Well, it is not for sale. Lord Mortimer, I sincerely hope I have not come all this way just to hear you ramble on about what Spain should and should not do. When we went to all the trouble of gaining the territory a few years ago, it was not just to lose it today. Have I made myself clear?
What did I tell you, William? You speak of union, and yet here you are, about to tear us apart.
Duke Manuel, I perfectly understand you. But rest assured, you will soon adore my proposition. You shall see.
Well, since you give me the choice, my good fellow, allow me to doubt it. However, I am impatient to hear what Spain could possibly gain from the sale of Louisiana.
I never spoke of a sale, my good fellow.
What? But I do not understand.
There is one more territory left to conquer, if I'm not mistaken.
There we go.
In the northwest.
Alaska?
It is, of course, occupied by your notorious Indians, but...
We shall soon be rid of the savages.
No,
so
no, 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 no. No.
These savages, as you call them, were there before you. They are on their homeland.
As much as the black people of Africa, Monsieur de Richet. That does not stop your dear France from massacring them and sending them like cattle to Mr. Washington's cotton plantations to provide him with cheap labor. So you keep your morals to yourself, if you please.
Senor, I would not like to be associated with that. The subject of black slaves in the United States of America is a complex subject, which we shall resolve at a future date.
Oh, George. Yeah. How about let's do it now, George? How about let's do it now?
France is not without fault, but that doesn't take away Spain's responsibilities. You see, Native Americans are being subjected to a veritable ethnic cleansing. Europeans are colonizing their land so that it then belongs to them. The widespread evangelization of its inhabitants will soon eradicate a multitude of cultures. You've done the same thing in South America. How far will white people go?
Thank you!
Reservations to pin them in like cattle? Total genocide?
Speak it,
Come
Louis!
now, my friends. Let us not digress. Anyway, these primitive people have no soul. We bring the good word to them in order to save them.
Dare!
You'll see. Colonization brings with it many benefits, too.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, Your Eminence, I shall continue. Duke Manuel, I believe that Spain should cede Louisiana to France free of charge.
This is utterly grotesque, Lord Mortimer. What a strange example you set for your young protege. Isn't that so, Monsieur de Richet? Do you understand anything of this proposition?
Spain's not concerned about it being protected from the Americans, but it would protect them from the British because it creates a barrier between them. Oh, such crimes being committed here. Oh, white people, why you gotta? Come on.
We are neighbors, Duke Manuel. Remember, your main rival in Europe is more likely to be England, who is plowing the seas right up your coastline. Hand over Louisiana to France and make her a prime ally.
Come, Louis. Spain and Great Britain are already allies and have nothing to gain by breaking their alliance.
Even if I do agree, Duchess, the omnipresence of the English fleet in Atlantic waters does not particularly please me.
Yeah.
I must say, William, I find your project mostly disfavors me. I thought you were my friend.
And I am, Mr. President. That is why I'm doing everything in my power to calm your expansionist fervor. France, in Louisiana, should persuade you not to attempt anything to take the territory by force. Louisiana is a vast wetland where you would needlessly lose most of your troops. It would weaken you and offer certain nations the perfect opportunity to take back your famous United States.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to pause for a second and go, yes, can the demon Galmet be summoned and eat all these people now? I would appreciate that. Yes, thank you.
Knock at the door, Crowley's like, you rang.
Oh, that would be lovely, wouldn't it, right?
Give Bobby a kiss from me.
Give Bobby a kiss. Oh,
Alright,
all right. Yes, someone get this.
I am protecting you from yourself, George. Trust me.
I understand. But
What is
with
that
friends like
icon
you,
going?
sir, I certainly don't need any more enemies.
There was an icon on our screen right now that looks a bit like this. Temporarily reveals the immunities and vulnerabilities. Yeah. Wait, which Crowley? Yes? I gotta be honest, I'm a pretty equal opportunity Crowley fan. Not the original historical one. He was a jerk.
But
mostly the Mark Shepard one.
The Mark Shepard one, or everyone's favorite 80% leg Scott, would also be acceptable.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Both show up after you. No, after you.
What's going on here?
Am I imagining things, or does it look like Washington isn't aware of Mortimer's plan?
Not to put too fine a point on it, Lord Mortimer, but I doubt the Holy See would be in favor of Catholic Louisiana being handed over.
Catholic Louisiana? It's full of Native Americans. None of them are Catholic.
Are they alive?
Oh.
Are they alive?
I know the cap.
The Pope's like them. You used to do the same thing as me. You know the rules.
Secular revolutionaries and king killers.
I should think Monsieur de Richet has an opinion on this subject, does he not?
Let's see. That's a political decision, but France will protect the Christians. Let's see. I'm thinking this is my right choice here because I'm talking to a cardinal.
Your Eminence, have no fear over that. I am sure France will do everything in its power to protect the Christians of Louisiana.
My young friend, how can you come out with such a remark after the discussion we had on the evening of your arrival? If France was so respectful of worship, it would not be bleeding priests, as it is doing at this very moment in time. Don't be naive. This is politics. The Holy See must be concerned at seeing such a large territory falling into the hands of the French. Mi auguro che insegnerete l'educazione a questo giovanotto presuntuoso, Sir Gregory.
I hope that you will teach this pretentious young man some manners, Sir Gregory.
You.
It looks like I won't be just making friends here.
In any case, my lord,
I doubt the English crown will agree.
Ich versichere Ihnen, Emily, nie Preußen wird diese Vereinbarung akzeptieren.
I assure you, Emily, the Prussian will never accept this agreement. Volner looks like he's set on ruining Mortimer's plan.
Duchess, I am persuaded that we shall find a common ground.
That's enough, William. These are grave times. We don't care about the fate of Louisiana. That worthless expanse of putrid swamps interests no one but yourself.
Speak for yourself, my friend.
Hold on.
I wonder.
What?
I wonder. Okay. The theory I am developing about this game is, as we've seen with Emily when we were just investigating Mortimer's trophy room, is that he may be a succession of Mortimers, or that he may himself be immortal.
Yes.
One of the things that's famous at this period of time is that Florida, which is part of the Louisiana Territory at the moment, is where Ponce de Leon discovered the Fountain of Youth. That may be his interest in the Louisiana Territory.
Is that why the first Kellogg Center was set up there?
The first, yeah, Roach
Wellville.
Yes, exactly.
Love that movie.
Yeah. Yep, he's looking for Ponce de Leon's fountain. So that's why he's doing it this way. He doesn't care if he pisses off the Spanish. He wants to ingratiate himself to the Americans when he gives it to them, using the French to do it, so that Washington will let him explore it. Okay, that's where I think we're going. That's where I think we're going with this. All right. That's my theory. Let's continue.
On there, Mr. Royal Gigolo.
Ooh!
Lower the volume. And let Sir Gregory finish.
Holm, Godoy, and now Volner? Mortimer's adversaries are ready to tear each other to pieces, and he takes a malicious pleasure in watching it happen.
How dare
Gentlemen, let us try to remain calm.
There you are, William. See where your projects have taken us, as per usual. Chaos! That's enough. I'm tired.
Oh, he wants to take over.
Yeah.
Holm wants to take over Mortimer's seat, doesn't he?
We shall continue this discussion tomorrow, but please be aware that your project will never be ratified. Those who are opposed to this project, follow me. Are you coming with us, Monsieur de Richet?
Come, Gregory. I think Louis would rather stay. Wouldn't you, Louis?
Ho, 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 ho!
Pick the worst murder, Dad.
I kind of want to go with Holm so that I can learn more about his position. The only person who's staying with Mortimer is Washington. I don't like either of these choices, but I think I'm going to go with Holm so I can learn more. Let's go with Wrinkles. That's his nickname now. Well done, Ocean. Alright, so who stays with Mortimer? The only person who's not here is Washington and... Is that it? Let's check the list. Oh, it doesn't let me. Alright. Let's go. And if he's like, why did you leave with them? I can be like, you told me to form a view.
At the risk of displeasing you, my lord, I'd rather follow Sir Gregory. I don't think this is a place for the Order.
Louis? No.
Let him go, Mr. President. Everyone is free to choose.
I want to learn more. And Mum wants you not to trust Mortimer. Yeah, exactly. Besides, what are the three of us going to do at this point? If I can't convince them or learn more about their arguments, even if I wanted this proposition to succeed, I wouldn't be successful.
How can he be so blind? If he keeps this up, he'll lead our countries to their destruction.
Don't worry, we shall counter him, Sir Gregory.
We have to act immediately.
Calm down, Gregory. We only have to vote against his project, and that's it.
They haven't got a chance. Just one vote will suffice.
True. There is no chance of a unanimous vote. And he knows it. He must be preparing something else. What is he plotting?
I know about his plan.
What did you just say, Louis?
His aim is for the United States to take the whole of the North American continent.
But that is impossible.
A democratic superpower.
I don't understand. That has nothing to do with the coming vote.
He will ask for France to take over Louisiana, and then hand it over to the United States, and so double the size of their territory.
Once that's done, he will just need to push a bit more, and you will lose North America, Duke Manuel.
God's blood! Has he gone mad?
No, Johann. He has always been mad. Louis, I would like to thank you for what you've just revealed. If not for you, I don't know if we'd have been capable of deciphering his plans quickly enough to be able to counter him.
What are we going to do now that we know about it?
Destroy him.
No! We'll beat him at his own game, my friends. His plan begins with Louisiana, which is still yours, Duke Manuel. He will begin with you. Expect to receive an envoy, French most probably. He will try to convince you by every possible means. Whatever he says, whatever he promises, you have just one response. It's war. If war is what you want, war is what you'll get. And on your own territory, in your homes. Enough games. Spain will join the coalition against France and declare war.
Oh God, I don't want this.
You too, Duchess Hillsborough. You will speak to the Queen so that Great Britain commits to going to war with France.
What do you expect from the Papal States, Sir Gregory?
What do you think? That they hold a mass? They will go to war, of course. What is it that you didn't understand in what I just told you? We all declare war on France.
What?
Militarily, politically, and financially.
And me, Sir Gregory? How can I help?
Louis, you have won my trust. The Order will have to act in France, but even before that, I'm going to need you. Right here and right now. Leave me now. I have to prepare for tomorrow. Let's meet early tomorrow morning for the next phase of the conference, which promises to be most exciting. Louis, I'd like to see you a moment, please. Thank you for siding with me today. I won't forget it. I'm going to need you. Help me counter Mortimer on his own ground. Right here. I'm sure he'll try and win some of you over. He needs our votes. Now, you leave that to me. In the meantime, I must ask you to go and see President Washington and persuade him to trust me and join us.
I feel like I've kind of fallen down a rabbit hole here, but I'm kind of doing the whole, all right, Mom, I'm trusting you. This is where it's leading us. There's always war in France. Yeah, but, wow. Right? Now we're suddenly friends with the Wrinkles clown here. Oh, God, I'm so confused. Okay.
All I can think of is all of this for chicken.
I'll do my best.
You should go right away. There's no time to lose. William already has a head start on us.
Very well. I'll go right away.
Okay, let's take a bit of a breather.
All right, so they're planning World War III,
Yeah, seems
which
to
at
be.
this point would be World War One.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Oh, okay. Let's take a golden elixir.
Take a stretch, everybody.
I think we're gonna wrap it up here pretty quick. I just wanna. That's left on.
All right.
So they all wanted to
I've
declare war on
retrieved
France.
As far as I can tell, I'm not sure if. Oh gosh. I'm kind of confused. I think we have a lot of different options and a lot of calls for our loyalty. And I'm glad that this is the end of our stream here today, because I think we all need to think a little bit about this. It's like, do we side with the old war and start World War III? Or do we side with Mortimer, who's trying to arrange the contemporary United States? But Mortimer, our mom wants to stop him, and we don't know why. So, yeah, it would kind of technically be World War Zero in this history. So, oh my gosh, this is really confusing. Right.
Probably with Zeppelins and shit. It'd be great.
This period of time?
Yeah.
We're a little early for Zeppelins.
Proto-Zeppelins, maybe.
Proto-Zeppelins. World War Alpha release.
DLC to follow.
Exactly. All right, let's stop here because we'll poke around a little bit more. Air balloons. World War air balloons and hippo riders. Sounds amazing. Okay, thank you everybody very much for joining us on some wild political shenanigans. Where are folks going to find us this coming week?
Where are we going to be this Wednesday? This Wednesday, from 10 to notionally 11. We will be doing...
We've got short fiction from Xander Odell.
2 excellent short stories from the excellent Xander Odell.
Followed by
the other half...
Even more of the Val and Tim's expansion for Dream Avatar.
Come see me roleplay against myself.
Which was fun. And then we will be on the TikToks all this week leading up to the emotional devastation of Thursday. Exactly. And we will join you all in your emotions on Thursday. And I think that's all we've got going up. Anil, is there any other RQ or RQ adjacent streaming coming up today that folks should know about? Please excuse my yawning. And then I have to go watch this clip that Wendy made. I'm hoping you're feeling a little bit better as well today, Wendy. Thank you for sharing all the pictures of your adorable new guinea pig. I think Maribros are streaming as usual today. And I think Tim has built Ben a new computer, so that sounds fascinating. Geography Quiz 2.0. Ooh, that sounds cool. RQ's going to be starting a geography quiz in a few minutes. Where? Is that going to be on streaming? If so, then what we might want to do is just hang out for a few minutes and then
raid them.
Raid on over if people want to. Where is the RQ quiz taking place, folks? We shall wait for you to answer as I drink my coffee and stare into the Gordon Library. There was a lot going on. RQ streams regular. What time is it starting? They're going live soon. They just went live? Okay, everybody. Shall we raid on over then? So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a raid over to Rusty_Quill. What kind of raid phrase do we want to have? Shenanigans?
I think shenanigans.
I think shenanigans sounds like an excellent raid phrase. Or goose crimes. I'm kind of feeling the goose crime. Let's totally do a goose crime.
See you, Eldritch. Thank you.
Alrighty. So I'm going to set up the raid here shortly. No, Ocean. No. Goose crimes. Let's do goose crimes. I'm feeling goose crimes. Here we go, everybody. We're going to set up the raid, and we'll see you on over there. Here we go.
So